The man who orchestrated and executed October 7 genocide is gone. But this is not the end of the war.
Well, this is not the end of the war in Gaza. It's the beginning of the end.
And my eyes are on Tehran, the head of the snake. As long as Ayatollah, the one who sent thousands of Iranian children to sweep minefields as a strategy, the same one who has sacrificed Gaza, Lebanon, Yemen, and he's willing to sacrifice the entire world for his political ambition, as long as he's still alive, we are going to have a problem in the Middle East. Today is not a day to celebrate. And I saw the presidential nominee, Kamala, saying regarding that this is over. It's not over. She's trying to win the votes, and we are trying to win the war. It's the responsibility of every free person in the world to put an end for this Islamic Republic that has been funding Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis by the American taxpayer money. It's insanity. Everybody is escaping the responsibility. And now we don't have Sinwar in Gaza. Most of Hamas is destroyed. So why don't we pressure the Egyptian army to go into Rafah? If Israel cannot go into Rafah without huge civilian casualty, why don't we send the Egyptian army? We have been funding the Egyptian army $1.5 billion annually. Why cannot we pressure them to tell them, go get the job done and bring the hostages back? Because I am certain that the Gazans will not kill the Egyptian soldiers if they go into Rafah today to locate the hostages and bring them back to their families.
Is that because Israel doesn't want Egyptian interference and control of an area that they have to make sure is clear for their own safety?
This is an exceptional situation. If Egypt has the intention, with coordination with Israel, the United States, and the rest of the world, to go on one mission to bring the hostages back and remove Hamas fleeing forces from power and give the people their freedom back, then there is no problem. I don't think Israel would oppose that if it's actually coordinated with Israel.
What do you think about the ability of Hamas to, whether it's Ishmael or any of the other ones, or just one of the other proxy groups, to just step up and fill the space as we saw after America took out Osama bin Laden? Is that your concern, that this is more of a worm than a snake, and when you cut off one piece of it, it just grows in the other direction?
Look, Hamas, you can consider Hamas over. They have fleeing forces, and they can cause lots of trouble. Now, anybody who's going to replace Sinwar is going to die. Actually, Khalid Mash'al is a dead man walking. All Hamas leaders in Turkey, in Qatar, in Tehran, in Beirut, wherever they are dead men walking. I said this from the beginning of the war. On October 7, they crossed all the red lines. What they did is unforgivable, is unforgettable. So it doesn't matter who's going to come in office. All of them are wanted. All of them are on the Mossad hits list. And let me take it even farther. Ayatollah is on the Mossad's hit list, and the rest of the Iranian guards. For the next weeks, for the next months, could be for the next years, we are going to witness the elimination of everybody who orchestrated, funded, planned October 7. We cannot afford legitimizing such savages who killed people indiscriminately, who kidnapped infants, who kidnapped Holocaust survivors. Today is a good day. Today is a great day that we eliminated Sinwar. We have waited for so long, and you could see him, and you could see his nature. He's a coward. He's a coward. He was defeated, he was humiliated, and he had a very ugly death. But this is not the end of the story. We have lots of work to do, and I personally will not rest until I see the Ayatollah, Hezbollah, Houthis, all Iranian proxies defeated and removed from power.
This video has divided the world. Palestinian supporters say it's a defiant last stand, especially him throwing that stick. But Israel and its allies disagree. They say, what a pathetic end, dying alone and caked in dust. We'll get to the Israeli operation later. First, we're looking at the fallout. For Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, this is a big boost because Yahya Sinwar was enemy number one. Killing him was the ultimate revenge. So his death is being celebrated by Israelis. Even the Prime Minister joined in. He shared a drink with his advisors to mark the day. Such moments are rare in war. It tells you how important Yahya Sinwar was. Israel had already taken out multiple Hamas leaders, so Sinwar was among the last few. Left, in fact. His death leaves Hamas rudderless. The question is, how will Israel use this moment, this victorious moment? A lot of countries would probably quit after this. After all, this is a great exit ramp. You've demonstrated your power. You've taken out the top leader or leaders, if you count the previous Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh and Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah. So this is the perfect chance to negotiate a ceasefire, to get the hostages back and to stop the fighting. That's what most countries would do. But Israel is not most countries. Netanyahu says the war will go on. He won't stop until all the hostages are back.
While this is not the end of the war in Gaza, it's the beginning of the end. To the people of Gaza, I have a simple message. This war can end tomorrow. It can end if Hamas lays down its arms and returns